Hello my friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing? I am doing good. Still working on getting my voice back to normal, but little by little it's coming back to normal. So today I wanted to work on, as I mentioned yesterday, this little photo album, and I thought I would take you along with me. It was a cover for photos, maybe like a little souvenir pack of photos. There's no photos in here now. This is where they used to be. It looks like it was perforated and the photos were torn out, you know. But anyway, I thought I'd take you along with me. I want to make it into a little booklet for the robot journal, a little piece of ephemera booklet for the robot journal. And so I thought I would take you in from the very start, and this is where I'm at. And it's taking these, which may not be as easy as I thought, staples out of here. So I'm going to grab another staple remover that I have. And I'll be back in 1 second. So you can see this little green, standard staple remover was kind of not really grabbing the staples, but I don't want to rip this cover, so I've got this one. It's one that you slide under, and I use this one for taking apart, to help me sometimes take apart little golden books. So let's see how it does with these staples here. Okay, yep, I was able to get it right under there. And yeah, this was working much better. There we go. It's out. Easy as pie, right? Easy peasy. Okay, now I know. Get this one out first instead of the other one. I'm just so used to using this one, like at work and things where we have standard staple removers. I have one of those, of course, at work that I use all the time, but this is a little different story here. So inside we have, let's see how this comes apart. Okay, so this little part where the photos were just popped out, so we don't need that. It's just like shiny photo paper. And now we're going to add pages and just make this into a little booklet. It's simple but very cute. It's got this on the back, a little kind of form where it says these are our, I'm going to let you read that word right there, just because I don't want to mispronounce it, but photo memories of, and then what, where, when, so you can write on those little blanks there. This could be further decorated, but I don't think I'm going to, and I think I'm going to leave it in its current condition because I think it's really cool. And then whoever gets it can do whatever they want. But I'm going to just put some miscellaneous papers in here. I went through my scrap box and I pulled out all of my, I have a lot of cardstock in there, but I pulled out all of the papery scraps. So lots of kind of neutral. There's only a couple colored things that are actual book pages from an Ideals magazine. I've got some sewing instructions, brown paper, dyed paper, all kinds, way too much. It's all not going to fit in here, but I kind of wanted a variety of paper, colors, and sizes. So why don't we start with one of these. So this is, I think this is, well, it looks blue. I wonder if it's coffee dyed. It's composition book paper where it had blue lines and the blue lines ran. So I don't know if I used blue dye on here or coffee dye, but anyway, now it looks blue. And you can see the red line here. Very cool. These are single pieces, so I can cut these to fit. And I got a new paper cutter, my friends. I got it on Amazon, and I will link it in the video, in the description box below this video. But this is the one I had when I first started paper crafting. It's a Fiskars. I'm trying to see. Oh, it says it right here. Fiskars. And this is the first one I had when I always started paper crafting and making junk journals. I went and got one of these from Walmart. and it was in the store at that time, and I bought one, and I loved it. But a piece on here, or a couple pieces on here that hold this on, broke. And I hope they've improved it as far as sturdiness. I don't know, but I got a good deal on it because I had some Amazon credit and things like that. So got a really good price on it, and I think the price was good to begin with. So I will link that below. But let's start cutting papers here, and I haven't used it yet, so you're the first to see it cut. And let's see if it's as good as I remember it. So I'm thinking I'm going to want to put this back together, maybe sew through here, and I want maybe, I don't know, I could do single papers or folded papers, couldn't I? So I think I'd like to do these as one straight paper, and then if I sew through it, of course I can't I can't put too many papers in there because, you know, I think my sewing machine will go through the cover plus about 8 or 9 pieces of paper. So that's what I have found over the years, what I feel safe with putting through under my sewing needle and not having it break off. So I'm going to just make a little pinch here, and let's see how my new paper cutter does here. Yes, I always loved how this is easy to line up, because I haven't used it in a couple, it's been probably a couple years, maybe. I know it's been a year. Probably been a couple years since my paper cutter broke, so I'm trying to see how you line it up. I think it's about right there. If it's wrong, we'll cut it again, but I think it's right there. You have this nice little stop here where you push your paper up against there, and you know, if it's all straight, then everything's straight. And I'll show you, if you've never seen, I'm sure you've seen this one, but you just go like that. It's a roller blade. That's what I like so much about it. The little blade, there's a little roller in here. It's not the little like tooth blade or whatever that the little one has. And let me take a drink real quick. But I love the roller blade. It just cuts so nice and sharp, and it doesn't catch on anything, and just really nice. And so, and this part flips up so you can get your paper under there, or papers. And then it has this ruler here where you can measure. You know, I don't do a lot of measuring, so I really don't use this at all, but I have it if I need it. And the 1 inch mark starts right here. You see one right there, and it starts like 1, 2, 3, and then it goes on to measure up to the last inch mark here is 15 inches. So plenty of measurement for like a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So let's cut. We cut the width. Now we need to cut. I've got 2 pieces of paper here I'm working on. I've got a little heater on. I may have to turn it off in a second. It's getting warmer today, but right here in my craft room it's a little chilly. I think this is still a little bit wide. There we go. Yeah, I'm warmed up now, so I think I can turn that off. Okay, I'm going to cut another sliver off here. And then let's see how it does. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, now I want to measure my my length from here to here, so that's what I'm cutting now. Whoops. So I'm trying. It's funny because I'm trying to figure out. I thought I would just be able to sit down here and cut and remember how to use this, but it's taken a little bit for me to get used to it again. It's funny because it's a very simple paper cutter. Okay, so there's two, and then we'll cut this one. Like I said, different papers and different sizes is what I want. I don't want that to slam down, so let me get my length again here for this one. So that'll be enough of this paper. And also I said 8 or 9 pieces of paper. Okay, I think it's cutting. I'm trying to figure out where it's cutting. Like there's 2 lines here, but it's kind of cutting right beside this middle piece right here. So I need to put my my little pinch that I just made right beside that middle piece and cut. All right, I think I did it right that time. That is so kind of mind-boggling that I have to figure it out again, because I used this paper cutter for so long. I got it like in 2015 and used it up until a couple years ago when it broke. And I actually still have it, but it's broken. Like I could use it broken a little bit, but not all the time. So that's why I got a new paper cutter. And I like the new paper cutter, but I like this one better. So I wanted to go back, and when I saw the price on this and the good deal I could get, I was like, okay. For some reason, the price is down right now, and I have all this credit, Amazon credit. I think I better get it before it goes up again, because I saw it at different prices, you know what I mean? Varying prices. Okay, so we have those in there. Now, so I have a whole stack of this paper. This copy dye paper, composition book paper. Oh, there's a little bit different color variations, but I want to use a different paper. So this is a little thin for this. I want it to be able to be written on or whatever, anything anybody wants to do. So I wouldn't mind using a couple of these, but we'll see. They're smaller. So let me get those over there. Now I would like to go ahead and use this. This is an Ideals book page. So let me cut that off so it will fit in here. Let's see if I can cut this in the right spot now. I did. So was that the 3rd time I used it or 4th time I used it? It took me 4 tries to get used to it again. Okay, I think I'll put this one in the front. That's a cute one to start off with. It has a boy and a girl on there and a little dog. And that's from an Ideals magazine. And that was in my scrap box. Here's a little, it looks like a naturally aged receipt without any printing on it. See, it's kind of brown. Let's put that in here, but I need to cut it off. Another different kind of paper. I'm going to put as much paper as I think I can sew through. So we'll see how many pages we end up with. There's another one. Let's put that. We've got the Ideals book page, the composition book here, one of those pages, and then we'll put this one in between. Okay, let's see what else. This is a end page from a book. I would like it to... I can get more out of it if I cut it this way, so I think I will. It's a nice thick naturally aged paper. I really enjoy using the end pages from books like this. Okay, so nice and thick. It's amazing. Okay, so I'll put that. I'm going to put these pages in between the composition book pages to break those up. I think I'll go ahead and use this one too. Let's see which way I want to do it. Let's see, this is it's going to be a little crinkly because of its age. It's not going to fold really nicely, so I'm just going to have to cut that off. I was thinking about folding, but I could see it's not going to fold nice. So I have a little strip here. Let me see if that's straight. Yep, I think it's straight. Okay, so we've got that. Let's put this one toward the back so we don't have it right next to the other one. Okay, and here's some more book pages. So I won't use this since we just used the end page. And this is the receipt piece. Now, what else do we have here? More of these. So I'm going to put this over with the pages we've already used. I got to get all those together. And then here's another Ideals book page. Let's use that up. Even though it'll be a fun page in here, and add some color. Let's see, I'm trying to see, do we really need to cut that off? Just a sliver. Just a sliver off here. And then there's a lot of darkness right here, so let's cut that darkness off and see how much more we need to cut off. A little bit of darkness on the other side too, that we could just cut that off, and that'll be perfect. Okay. See, it's just not like nothing there. Just, oops, sorry. I'm trying not to let that, I know it does that, like kind of slams down. So I'm trying to put it down so you don't get that little noise in your ears. Okay, so we got Ideals page, composition book, receipt, composition book, end page, composition book, and another Ideals. It's all fitting inside. And let's see what we have left to put in. Really, we've got an every other page thing going on here, where we have every other page is the composition and every other page is something else. You know what I mean? Not two, there's no two composition book pages next to each other now. So let me see how many I have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pages plus the cover. Let's see what I have left that I haven't put in here yet. I have a little piece of music that I pulled out. Let's even this up and see if we can kind of put that in there. A little something extra, maybe, right here. Like I said, I wanted a variety of sizes, so why not? Here's just a little white, solid white scrap. Let's put that in here. And then here's some brown paper scraps. There's a few. These are more, these are almost cardstock. Let me take a drink. Got an orange soda there. Oh, I got some coffee dye paper too. All right, so that's another piece of brown paper. I don't need 2 of these. All right, let's put a piece of brown paper in there. I think that'll be fun. So I'm going to just straighten up the edges here, and it'll be ready to go. Out like that. Oh, got a piece of trash there. And on this side, needs a little straightening. And let's see how it looks. Pretty good. I think it should fit. There's a little where something was glued on here. This bottom part's not straight either. So I just need to straighten up this bottom line here. There we go. And plus it'll fit better in here. So I've got 2 there, 2 there. Let's put this one here. I'm going to keep our fingers crossed that my sewing machine will sew through all this extra paper I'm putting in here, because I can't help it. Can't help myself. This is going to be, I love it when there's a variety of papers. It's going to look really cute. If you like these kind of little fun scrappy notebooks, you will like this. So this one I think I will cut this way. Yeah. And so I'm going to make a little pinch here. Get my size that I need. A little pinch. A little cut. Some nice coffee staining on there. This looks like one of my Grungier coffee dyed papers. And let's see where we are. So let's put this one right here. And as you can see, it's sticking out because I'm going to make a little flip out. To get it up into that spine or that little fold of this booklet here. To see where everything's going. Make sure it's all fitting in here. Inside the cover. Okay. So we'll just fold this in. All right. Looking good. Looking good. So I used the brown paper. Did I use the brown paper? I guess I did. Did I? I used the coffee dyed paper. Did I use the brown paper? Yeah, this is the brown paper here. So I used brown paper. I used coffee dyed paper. I didn't use any sewing instruction paper. This is just a really kind of grungy, torn brown paper scrap. I don't know where that came from. And this is a little scrap from a McDonald's placemat, vintage McDonald's placemat that I was using. So I've got a piece of this paper, this sewing pattern instructions. Let's see if we can cut this down a little bit to fit. So about right there. Alright, so that is good, except for I'm going to cut a little bit off the end here. I don't want another. Let's see, I think I'll keep that collar. That's so cute. Let's cut this little blank part off. Not too much. And then I need a little bit off the other end. Over here. The other end. And then we should be good. Good to go. Alright, let's put this somewhere, maybe. We made a piece at the end. Let's put it right here. Alright, now I'm ready to sew. And we made it single sheet, so I'm just going to, like, it was stapled here, and you would flip through the photos. I'm going to sew here. You could staple it. I could just staple it again, but I want to sew. But if you don't like to sew, if you're doing this, you could just staple again. Back right where the staples were. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go sew it, and I'll show you the results. Okay, my friends, it is done. Simple as that. We took a plain old little photo cover and turned it into a cute little journaling booklet. And I did sew twice down here to make sure I got all of the papers sewn in, securely. And here's the back. Just zigzag stitch down 2 times. I think it adds to the look. There's black here, and this is black thread. So we've got black and red in the gray background. And so really cute. And my sewing machine didn't particularly like how many papers I put in there, but it did cooperate and it sewed through. But here it is. Let's just do a little flip through, quick little flip through here. So someone will be able to open this up, and you could tear a page out and use it somewhere, cut a page out, or just use it as is. So super cute with plenty of little papers in here. And this will go into the robot journal in one of the pockets somewhere. I will do it right now. Flip out there, copy dyed paper. And so fun, right? I love making little booklets like that. So let's put it in here. I did go ahead and add a closure here. As you can see, I have the light blue ribbon that matches this black hole, the words there, and the rickrack that I put on the front and the back. And there's blue in this fabric, and there's blue here in the thread that I used to bind it. So let's put this in here. Let's see where it will fit, where we need something. We have 3 pieces in here. We have 2 in there. Let's see if there's a pocket where we just have 1. We have 2 there. We put the ephemera in the last video, I believe. We put ephemera in. We got 2 things here. I almost thought I saw 3 things, but I guess it's 2. Oh, we only have 1 thing here. Well, there we go. Now we have 2. And there it is, ready to go. So I'm not done with this. I'm going to look through and see what other ephemera I need, decorating, things like that. A little bit more decorating possibly. And definitely need some more ephemera. There's only 1 thing here. So, yeah, I'll be adding a little bit more ephemera, and then I'll be back with a flip through. Hope you enjoyed today's little project, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.